All right, there we go. So now we're going to put the wiring back in. Double check. I have I have some pictures I have taken of different bottoms with different switches so that you can just double check the wiring. You know, you got to be in charge of your own wiring. Double check it and just look. We have the 3 new connectors and yeah, the switch is in. Get these wires in the right place. And again, just double check. You know, always look again on your wiring. It pays off instead of seeing a spark and everything. And yeah, there we go. So the Tardis is back up. The Doctor Who machine had that bad switch. And here we go. Let's go ahead and we'll give her a test. I know you all know, but yeah, don't leave it plugged in where you fuck around with the wires. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's just give this switch a test here. Make sure it's good. Where's the little light? There it is. A little hard to see, but yeah, there it goes. It's in. So we're going to unplug this again, and we're going to put the bottom back on. As you can see when we took it off, I had put the little tabs in there with some Sugru or whatever you have. But if you have to modify the black bottom to an older base with that used to have the metal plate, you have the 2 holes there. So what you just have to do is make some type of extender. I use Sugru. You can devise any way you want to do that. But you can see I just made a couple tabs. I drilled little guide holes, and then the screw goes in there. Pretty simple. I've also taken to just putting a little nub of Sugru on the rim, and it holds it in too, but it doesn't really cover up the little holes. So it's all how you want it to look there. So that all fits in good. Sometimes they're a little funny with that tab in back. You might need to shave it down or something, but there we go. Then we'll go ahead and put the screw in. Now I don't shove the screw in. I let it sit there softly so it starts threading, because that Sugru or whatever you have there will flex a little. So you don't want to shove on. You may not get it to thread in there well. But I just do it real slow at first, get it nice, then I can feel it grab. I don't shove, see what I mean? And then I have the screw go in. So there we go. Now that'll hold it in place pretty darn simply. But that's a good thing to do. And, you know, I've been replacing the bottoms. So, you know, the rubber ones are getting where they leave black marks. And then you have the little rim you can order, but then all your electronics are out. But I have an idea for that because I have one of those little red rims I like to have on my white machine. So there we go. We'll go ahead and screw the other side in. I don't know how exciting that is, but anyway, there we are. So we're just about ready to go. She's looking good. I think what we need is, well, put some water and give her a little test here and give her a test run. Clean up our toys a little bit instead of laying all around just in case something's going wrong, right? You have to lunge and everything's flying. So we'll clean up our area a little bit. There we go. I like that metal tray. We're going to go ahead and do a test run. Let's fill this baby with some water. Last time I was doing that on the steam engine, whistle machine started leaking. So we're going to find out if there's any snafus here from this machine sitting around a little bit. Seems good. Got a little extra water. We always use the Berkey. We just filter this water. And we have these glass and some of the other water bottles. Instead of having those plastic ones you buy, you got to recycle. And anyway, we're glad to be away from that. So there's the Dalek. The Dalek looks good on top, but it's not as, functional. I made a lot of different tops, but if you're using the machine a lot, the regular top is what functions. And I may redo the Dalek. This one I had attached, but I may devise with a new Dalek and top something with a magnet so that you can use the top and just set the Dalek on top facing forward. Let's go ahead and we'll plug it back in. There we go. Let's pop this baby on and we'll see if she heats up again. There we go. Lights are on. I don't know what's going on here, but look at that. A little mini Tardis showed up for a second. Anyway, I'm glad I got that on footage. And there it is. She's looking really good. I like this was my very first theme machine. And I've just been watching the Doctor Who with the new female doctor, which is probably the best one yet, I do have to say. But anyway, some people like Doctor Who, and yeah, this is the machine for them. This was the first one I did the 2 gauges, one for time and one for space. And kind of the steampunky controls like the Tardis. They always have new controls with each doctor, but let's go ahead. We'll see if this baby's running. It's always good to give her a test run. Little sacrificial coffee. Someone just said that the first one after you work on it, make one coffee, and we'll make this one really good. We'll get the sonic screwdriver. That's going to help it out quite a bit. Not too many people have these. I just happen to have one. And there we go. God, it looks good. The Doctor Who machine, the Tardis. One of my favorites. And yeah, here she goes. I'm going to start using all these machines, switching them out more than just bringing them out once in a while. There we go. Has the double spout, and oddly enough, the farther one came out a tiny bit first than the back one. Anyway, which a lot of times is the back one comes out, but anyway, that doesn't really matter. But yeah, she's pulling good, has a nice pressure. Everything's working just right. We're not bending the heck out of it. But we have a nice feel to the lever. That's the whole trick. Get that feel to the lever and you're going to be always golden, no matter what happens. There we go. It's always good when your repair works out and you're back in action. And there it is. Let's just check it out. Look at that. The Pavoni really does just perform as long as you don't confuse yourself by doing too many things and all these theories. But there we go. Subscribe us. We got a whole bunch of more fun stuff to do. And there's the Tardis, Pavoni, back in action.